come to the next part, that is atomic size. What is atomic size? It is the fundamental property of an atom. The size of an atom is indicated by its radius. As we know, radius is the distance from the center to the outermost orbit. In the same way, if we are talking about atomic size, the atomic radius measurement is a must. And atomic radius is the distance between the nucleus of the atom and its outermost shell. So here an example is given to you with a potassium atom. The nucleus and the outermost shell is nothing but the atomic radius. Now, how this atomic radius affects in the group and period, let us understand. Atomic size goes on decreasing while going from left to right within a period. Let us understand it with an example. Let us consider second period. What are the elements in the second period? Let us revise them first. Do you recall them? These are the elements in the second period. Now, just have a look at their atoms. What you can see here, all the atoms starting from lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon are given here. Actually, as the number of electrons are increasing, but the electronic shells are not increasing. That is why they are in the second period. We know that in second period, the number of electrons are added into the same shell. That is why the period numbers are given. Here, what do we find? Lithium has only one electron in the outermost orbit. Beryllium has two. In this way, you will find neon with all 8 electrons in the outermost orbit. Now remember students, when the electrons are getting added, at the same time the positive charge in the nucleus is also getting added. So lithium's positive charge in the nucleus is +3, beryllium's positive charge in the nucleus is +4, boron with +5, and in this way it will keep on increasing till neon with the positive 10 charge in the nucleus. Now, as we know, positive and negative always attracts each other, so there must be some attraction or pull, the force between the positive and negative charges. Now see here, lithium, as 3 positive charges are in the nucleus, they are attracting or they are applying force on the negatively charged electron which is in the outermost orbit. So here you will see that 1 negative force and 3 positive force are applying force on each other. Along with that, as electrons are in the shell and they are continuously moving, at the same time electron from one shell will give the force to electron in the other shell. But here this force will be repulsion force. So if we'll study about lithium properly, in lithium the nucleus is applying positive force on the outermost electron, whereas the electrons in the K shell, both the electrons in the K shell are applying force on the electron. Now this is called as nuclear charge, and in all the counting of this is called as effective nuclear charge. Now here the effective nuclear charge on lithium is more with positively charged protons in the nucleus. Now along with this, if we'll go on studying all these atoms, let us come to carbon atom. Now with carbon atom, as there are 6 total electrons, so there is 6 positive charge in the nucleus. Now this 6 positive charge in the nucleus being together will apply force on the outermost electron. At the same time, this outermost electron will experience the repulsion force also. But here, the repulsion force will not be experienced by the electrons which are in the same shell. Yeah, children, as carbon has 4 electrons in the valence shell, these 4 electrons are revolving around each other in the same orbit, so they will not apply any force on each other. But the electrons which are in the innermost shell will keep applying force. Here I have showed you with 1 electron. This is possible, or this happens with every electron in the valence shell. As every electron in the valence shell is experiencing more positive force from the nucleus, so the nucleus will try to pull the electrons towards the center. And this is the reason that you will see the atomic size goes on decreasing while we go from left to right within a period. Now let us understand the last one, that is neon. Neon, in the nucleus it has got positive 10. Number of protons are 10. So 10 positive charge in the nucleus. This 10 positive charge will be applying nuclear force on the electron, and also the electron will experience the repulsion force with only 2 electrons here. As remaining electrons are in the same shell, they will not apply much force on each other. So effectively, the pull from the nucleus is the maximum amongst these atoms, amongst these elements. That is why as the pull from the center is more, the atomic radius will decrease instead of increase, even though the electrons or the atomic numbers are increased, because the electrons are added in the same shell, that is the valence shell. That is why the finally atomic size goes on decreasing while going from left to right within a period. Let us study the periodic trend in the modern periodic table with atomic size in a group. While going down a group, the atomic size goes on increasing. Let us understand how this occurs. For that, let us consider group 1 elements. What are group 1 elements? Let us recall them. So these are group 1 elements. Let us consider their atomic size with the atomic number. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium. Here I have taken only first 4. What is the difference you can see here, children? Right. You will see that in a group from top to bottom, the orbit, that is the shell, gets added into the atomic size. Hydrogen has only 1 shell, that is K, whereas lithium you will see 2 shells, sodium with 3 shells, and potassium with 4 shells. So in a group, as we go from top to bottom, the shells are getting added, but the outermost electron number remains same. See hydrogen, it has only one electron in the valence shell. Same with lithium, same with sodium, and same with potassium. Now what happens here? Here also you will find the nuclear force between the nucleus and the valence electron. But as the shells are added, so the atomic radius increases. See the atomic radius of hydrogen. It is from the nucleus till only first shell. With lithium it is with two shell. With sodium it is from the center till third shell, and with potassium it is from the radius till fourth shell. So as shells are getting added, the atomic radius increases even though the net positive charge and the negative charge is different. So due to getting added one shell in the group, while going down, the atomic size goes on increasing. I hope students, with these diagrams you might have understood the two periodic trends, that is valency and atomic size.